It's All Gravy with Teresa. Hey guys, this is Teresa. We're here in Bowling Green, Kentucky in my kitchen, and you are watching It's All Gravy with Teresa. That's for you, Alex. Lots of Teresas. Today we are going to make homemade dressing. And it is so easy that you're going to wonder why you hadn't been doing this all the time. And every Wednesday for years and years and years, we had chicken and dressing at the restaurant. And we used this same recipe, just homemade dressing. And of course we saved, if we had any cornbread left over, we saved it. If we had biscuits left over, we saved it. And for this, I baked cornbread last week when I told you I was going to, and I had it crumbled up and put it in the refrigerator because I knew I was going to use it this week. And the breadcrumbs, the loaf bread that we were talking about, the ends, and where we saved those, we have a recipe on the videos already of how to do that. You can use day-old bread, you can use old biscuits. This is just, we're trying to learn to live intentional and not waste anything, so this is a good purpose for these. And also we always wondered the difference in stuffing and dressing. And I thought maybe it was just country slang, or I told Clint before we looked it up that I thought that dressing was all cornbread and stuffing had the biscuits or the white bread in it, but that's not true. Stuffing is something that you mix up and is raw, and you stuff it in your bird or in your crab or in whatever you're stuffing, so it's called stuffing. And dressing is something that you mix together and you serve as a side dish. So, good little lesson today. So we're going to go ahead and get together and do this. First I've got my oven on 350, already preheated. And I took Pam and sprayed a 9 by 13 baking dish. This is just one skillet of cornbread. Just by the package directions, like we talked before, just whatever is on the cornmeal package. And I crumbled that up. This is 4 cups of the bread that we saved. The bread crumbs, the dried bread, the day-old bread, whatever you want to put in there.
Has it already been cooked?
Yeah, this has already been cooked. I put it in the oven just to dry it out a little bit. Cubed up. And then we're going to use 3 eggs. And these are still coming from my chickens. Look how pretty. They're doing really good. The egg production has really slowed down, but we have been told that's very normal for this time of year. Something to do with the daylight hours. You know how we all love this time change. Even the chickens. They won't even lay any eggs. Then we've got 1 medium onion that I chopped up kind of fine. And this is where it kind of gets fun. You can add all kinds of vegetables to your dressing. A lot of people, and my mother puts celery in hers, but my husband doesn't like celery, so we don't put it in there. So we just use onions, but this is just a basic dressing. But you can put celery, you can put mushrooms, you can put vegetables of any kind in there. All of that works in here, and this is where you're going to take this basic recipe and make it to suit your family. Even if you try it a couple of times and you find out what they like the best, and then that can be your signature. So we got the onions in there. Then we've got 1 teaspoon of salt and 1 teaspoon of black pepper. We're going to put that in there. And this is another, this is how I make mine. we have 1 teaspoon of poultry seasoning. That's right there on top. And then I have 4 tablespoons of sage. We love sagey dressing. So this is the recipe I'm making. If you don't like sage or don't know if you like it, then I would start with 1 tablespoon of sage, taste it before you put it in the oven, and then add more as needed. But I know that we like sage, so we're putting that right in there. And then we're going to add 1 stick of butter. And I went ahead and chopped that up into little pieces. You can melt this if you want to. This just kind of, when you do it like this, it will kind of melt as it's baking. And I don't know why, but I think it tastes better. Gotta kind of mash that up a little bit. And then we're using chicken stock. And we're going to start with 6 cups. And then you will add to it as you need to. And we want it wet when we put it in the pan. Have you been to a family reunion or a Christmas dinner and the stuffing was like a brick? We don't want it like that. So this is 4 cups, and that's one of these little containers of chicken stock is 4 cups. So we're going to add that. You see how that's softening everything up? We'll go ahead and add the 2 more, but I'm pretty sure it's probably going to take the whole 4 more cups. But we'll do it with 2 to start with. I hope everybody has had a chance to enjoy this beautiful fall weather. It has been just gorgeous. We went camping last weekend and it was just a good time. Mike and I snuck off without any of the kids, and it was great. So you see how wet that is? And your bread's kind of going to swell up a little bit, and that's what you want. And you want to make sure that you get your eggs mixed in really good. We're going to try, we got 2 more weeks. We're going to try to do a butterscotch pie that I have promised a lady. And then we are going to bake a turkey. And it is so easy. People always get stressed out about their turkey, and it's so easy to do. So we're going to do that in the next couple of weeks. So you will have everything that you need to make your Thanksgiving dinner. This is so hard for me to do without my hands, y'all. But I'm not going to do it. And that's really good. I don't think I'm going to need, I think 6 cups is going to be plenty. 6 cups of chicken broth. And that's it. Can you believe how simple that is? If you've already got your cornbread cooked, and you've already got your breadcrumbs made, or your day-old bread, or whatever, chop up your onion, you got your spices, you can get the pre-made chicken stock, or we have a recipe where I've made bone broth and chicken stock. You could use it that way. We've actually got some that I'm saving. I don't know what I'm saving it for, but just because I canned it, I guess. Or you can just get this. So, all of that, and we're going to pour it in. I've already sprayed this with Pam. It's going to make the cleanup a whole lot better. In a 9 by 13 baking dish. And this will serve about 12 people. well, maybe not my family, but normal,
I was gonna say maybe
normal
me.
eating people. And if it looks a little juicy like that, that's good. That's the way you want it. That's the way you want it. You can, I told you could add different vegetables in here. Celery is a staple that a lot of people use. I've been places where people used mushroom, put mushrooms in their dressing. Just all kinds of different things. Fruit, a lot of people put apples in here. But this is just a good basic recipe. So we've got that. We're going to put it in the preheated 350 oven for 35 minutes. I'm going to put that right there in the middle. And I'm going to set my timer for 35 minutes. And I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you for your likes and shares. Thank you for YouTube. We've got a few more. Thank you all for going and subscribing to that. And I know that it is hard to do, harder because you have to remember your password, and that's a chore for me. I've changed mine more times than you can imagine. But if you would do that, we would appreciate it so much. For all of the comments, I love hearing from people that I hadn't heard from in a long time. I love when we do a recipe and you guys tell me your spin on it or how you make it. And that's what we want out of this. Also, we have Patreon. If you will go to that site and look at it and see if you're interested. And we still have It's All Gravy t-shirts. We'll be giving away. I noticed on the Facebook we're almost to 2,000 followers. So when we get to 2,000, we'll be giving away another t-shirt. And we have those available. If you would like one, you can just PM me or comment, and I'll get you the information for that. My little granddaughter, Maddie, is making those, and the money that is made off of those is going to her college. She starts college already.
Oh my God.
Already. And I think that's it for right now. We're going to let this dressing finish baking, and I'm going to show you the finished product in about 30 minutes. I'll see you in a few minutes. Bye. All right, guys, it's been about 30 minutes. Our oven has went off. And look at that beautiful dressing. Gorgeous. That's how you want it looking. There it is. I'll put a spoon in it so you can kind of see. And I think I told you before that this is about 12 servings in this 9 by 13 dish. And I know Clint's going to want a little bite before he leaves.
Correct.
So we'll go ahead and dish him some up. So there you go. Look how pretty and moist. And then when you got your gravy that you put on top of there, just perfect. So that's it. Thank you all again so much for watching us. If you think that some of your family or friends would be interested, please share our videos with them. Again, if there's something you would like for us to try, we would love to do that. Coming up is going to be peanut butter pie and how to bake a turkey between now and Thanksgiving. So we'll have a whole meal that you will be able to go through the videos and look. Excuse Christian, he had to have something, he couldn't wait. So thank you all again. Thank you so much. This has been such a blessing to me to be able to do this. And I wanted to share just a little something. I mentioned earlier that Mike and I went to camping by ourselves this week. and we went to Barren River State Park at the camping, and there by the lodge. And when I was walking that morning, just such a sweet peace came over me. And later in the day, I realized that that's where I was baptized at in 1994, Godstock 2. And my life was a shambles, and I was waiting for my husband at the time to get on the same page that I was on. We walked down to watch the baptisms be done, and something came over me. The Holy Spirit came over me and said, "Don't wait." And I went running down that hill, "Wait for me, wait for me." And I can honestly say my life has never been the same. I've had lots of tragedy, and I've had lots of hardships, and I've suffered from depression and still do. But I still have that hope of Jesus, where that I know that it's all going to work out if I can just be still. And a wise old man said one time, I know I had lots of old men at the restaurant, a wise old man said, when you get up in the morning, it's going to be a brand new day. So just hold on. And I've used that a lot over the years. So thank you all so much. I love you. God bless. And we're going to see you real soon.